You're up. Moves. I'm actually kind of broke.
Recovering from an injury currently, but before that I've just been working on some projects for Verde and for Fast and Loose, and slowly working on a Demolition project, so that all kind of came to a halt after my crash and recovering from that. So I got hurt while filming for a Verde edit, just didn't go fast enough for what I was doing and got sent over the bars and ended up rupturing my spleen. They said it was a level 4 rupture, which don't really know what that was, but ended up having to get a blood transfusion, had to get 2 bags of blood, so I lost a lot of blood, bruised my lungs, and had to spend like 5 days in the hospital. A lot of draining and experience, but we're here now, so it's all good. With downtime, I've just been trying to focus on just staying busy, keeping the mind busy. I have to keep it pretty mellow for the first 6 weeks, but I'm just trying to focus on photography and been working on the Fast and Loose project that me, Chris Fox, Jason Watts, Corey Walsh, and Cody Pollard are doing. And just healing, trying to like focus on my body and keep everything intact and just, living a healthier lifestyle. So Fast and Loose is just like a crew. It's Corey Walsh, Jason Watts, Cody Pollard, Chris Fox, and myself. We're just making a DVD, just all transition, just roasting full throttle. So it's going to be pretty awesome. Can't wait for everyone to see it. Oh man, that's tough. I'd say Jason just because he's Australian. He's, the water's a little different down there. Oh man, favorite thing to bake. I've been baking quite a bit lately, so I've been doing vegan, gluten-free chocolate chip banana breads. They're pretty good. So I've been helping my chick out with her baking business, so it's been cool, like kind of keeping myself busy on the downtime. Going on, I believe it's like 4.5 years with my beard, maybe almost like 5. So the last time I shaved was my brother's wedding. So whenever they celebrate their anniversary, I'm like kind of doing the same with my beard, which is kind of funny. We've had a pretty heavy rain the last week or so, so they're pretty flooded, but before that they were ripping. That was such a good time. They're always super fun to go back there when you get to travel a lot and go home and ride those. FOD is Field of Dreams. There's like a really big field across the street from them, so we it was like one of those things when we were building. It was like, if you build, they will come kind of thing. It was like a really like inside joke with my brother and I, but yeah, it's just like a little field across the street, really. Verde came about realistically through Biz. He hit me up one late night after talking to a couple dudes and asked if I'd be willing to like think about riding for Verde. Yeah, I've been so stoked. They've been nothing but good dudes to work with. So, I have a pretty solid lineup of guys behind me with Verde and Demolition, so I'm so super stoked. Colorado's always home. Like, whenever I go home and have to leave, it's like, why am I leaving this place? It's too good. But at the same time, I got to remember it snows quite a bit out of the year there, so it's a toss-up. Both have like some of the best skate parks, but I'd have to just say Colorado just because that's home. That best concrete for me. I've had a few people ask like if I could give tips on moto whips or anything. I just turn the bars and just let it kick out and not really care if it's not coming back, I guess. Fast and loose it. It was actually like the first Fast and Loose trip. We were going through Oregon and we were in West Lynn. We slept on a construction site, parking lot. Chris Fox, myself, in my van, and then Corey and Jason were in their van. We kind of parked like our noses into a triangle, and like we had like a little hangout in between, so like no one could kind of see what we were doing. Woke up to like tractors moving and all this stuff. Like it was pretty funny. Like I'm sure like the scene for like workers when they got to work were like, what are these two vans doing here? And like beer cans were probably like, flying out everywhere. So yeah, that was probably the craziest place. It's just a custom motocross gear company. I get to handle all the brand imaging and content for them. So it's, for me, it's super fun just to be able to branch out outside of BMX and get creative on a different level. BMX isn't gonna last forever, so it's something to have in your back pocket when there's a rainy day. So how I got involved with Health Aid was actually through Heath Pinner. He was like kind of sick at the trails one day, and I told him he should drink a kombucha. He didn't believe that I actually like kind of drank it, and he said he had a friend that worked at a kombucha company, and to text him afterwards to see if we could do something. Like a week later, he texted me back and was like, all right, we have a meeting there. And I didn't really know like even what kombucha company it was. And like I already kind of like drank Health Aid before, just they were out of the ones that I would have, I've always found that they had the best tasting one. It was pretty crazy, like just showed up and it was a dude that he knew from past company he worked with, and so they just kind of like broed out for a minute, caught up on life, and then it was like I got a contract like a week later. It was pretty crazy. It worked out really well, so shout out to Heath for helping out on that one. I still owe him a burrito. You're throwing some tough questions at me on this. I guess it kind of just depends on the day and depends on like how I'm feeling. Like there's days where like nothing sounds better than just going and roasting some trails. And then there's days where it's like there's nothing better than just like carving through some concrete, you know? I guess it would just depend on my mood that day. Either one, like both of those are like the ultimate day. I'd say best memory last year was just our Fast and Loose trip to Colorado. Growing up in Colorado and like riding those parks, and then I've always like imagined some things at certain parks, and then like being able to see some of it actually go down. Like that was one of the most productive trips I've ever been on. Everyone got like a really heavy clip every day, and yeah, it was just cool just being able to like show them around Colorado. Like Cody's never been there, like, you know, it was just cool being able to show them the stuff that I grew up on and seeing them shred it. It was sick. I feel like the last few years of my life have kind of been the same. Obviously do like the Vans contest series, the Vans Pro Cup, and then we have a couple trips lined up for Fast and Loose just to kind of finish the DVD. Hopefully get that out by summer. We don't really have like a full deadline yet, but like summer to like end of summer. Yeah, I have like a lot of work for Canvas, just shooting photos and then just little like gigs around that. But keep the shred up and keep the stoke level high and just have fun.